Today's workout is a couplet, and we have 2 couplets today with the rep scheme 42, 30, 18. Each couplet will be completed with a partner, and you will share those reps as you see and kind of strategize between the 2 of you. We're going to start the workout off with wall ball or dumbbell thrusters and toes to bar. In this couplet, we're going to go ahead and move from 42 dumbbell thrusters to 42 toes to bar. Then we go into 30 thrusters and 30 toes to bar, and we'll finish off the couplet with 18 thrusters and 18 toes to bar. As soon as you finish that couplet, you're moving directly into the next couplet. This couplet has 42, 30, 18 rep scheme, and it's going to start off with wall balls and double dumbbell hang snatch. The dumbbells today are going to be 50 pounds for the men and 35 for the women as RX'd. As we move through this, we can go ahead and make sure that you are sharing the reps. You do not have to share equally, but we are trying to make sure that everyone gets a very good workout for themselves. Again, the workout starts off with 42 dumbbell thrusters. We want to think about that 42. That's a good chunk of reps. So if you split it in half, that'll be 21 each. All right, we're going to make sure that you are kind of sharing the floor with people. So if you're at training yard and you want to set it up the same at your house, it's going to be that your dumbbell, the person that's doing the thrusters, will be about 25 feet away from the partner that's not doing thrusters. All right, so that's going to be the setup. And as soon as you trade off, you and your partner will be giving each other a high five. And that means the dumbbell person is going to put those dumbbells down, run to their partner, give them a high five, and go into it. Now, if you're doing this workout solo, this workout will be a 21-15-9 of dumbbell thrusters and toes to bar directly into a 21-15-9 of wall balls and double hang snatch. Excuse me. On these thrusters, we want to make sure that we get that bell up onto the shoulder. You can go ahead and power clean it or muscle clean it, and then you can go into that thruster all the way down and all the way up. You can also squat clean it into the first rep, completing a cluster. As soon as you're done, we can go into toes to bar. That's going to be hanging from the pull-up bar, touching your toes, both of them at the same exact time. And then we're going to go ahead and move back to those thrusters. If you're scaling the toes to bar, we can go ahead and scale hanging knee raises. And we can also go ahead and scale with the straight leg sit-up. On the straight leg sit-up, we're going to go ahead and put those feet out far. We're going to lay back, touching the shoulders to the ground. And as we sit up, we're going to swing those arms, go ahead and touch down, touch those toes, sitting up nice and tall at the top. You can go ahead and look at the athlete notes for any further scales for that. Now, when we get to the second couplet, we have wall balls. Wall balls today will be the traditional 20 pounds for the men, 14 pounds for the women. And then we're going to also be doing our targets, respectively, men, women, 10 feet for the men and 9 feet for the women. Once you finish those wall balls, we're going to go ahead and go into the double dumbbell hang snatch. With the dumbbells, they can be hung from the center of the body or to the sides of the body, but we are going to have one swoop up as we go through. We want to stand up on the first rep, getting that set up. And again, from this point, we can be at the hang or we can be at the center of the body. We're going to move through using those hips and those legs to get the bells up and get it nice and locked out up overhead in one common movement. Okay, from here, we're going to come through, comes up and gets underneath it. Okay, we're going to drop through again at the sides. Can also work, but we are going to get that bell all the way up and go ahead and drop your body underneath. Again, it's going to be 42 reps here shared with your partner. If you need to, you can go ahead and scale the dumbbell weight from 35s as RX and 50s to something a little bit lighter on these dumbbell hang snatches. The weights does not have to be the same for the thruster and the hang snatch. We want to communicate well with your partner. If you split this all up into 7s, that can get you there, okay, on that first set. And then we can go ahead and go back and forth. You and your partner are going to need to really strategize on this workout so that you're keeping transitions small and short, but also you're not going to waste time just looking at the dumbbells while you stay there. I think this workout's going to be a lot of fun if you communicate with your partner, encourage them, and just make sure that overall you get a great workout in.